Yo, what's good? It's Lil Office Port here. About to do some more crypto news for you guys. All right, so it's been an exciting day. Last couple of days. I actually tried to do this video yesterday and made notes about it, but I lost my notes and I had to start over. So one thing I was looking at was some of the market cap for some of the coins that were in the top 10 of the create feature on Moonshot. And we basically have a list of some coins that we want to kind of go through. We're going to go through their market cap, how much it's changed in just the last hour. We're going to look up how many followers they have on Twitter, how old each of these projects are, and we're going to kind of just do a little bit of comparing and just information about some of the projects that are on right now. So first I want to talk about Mooncoon. Mooncoon is a newer coin. It's 7 days old on Moonshot. They actually do have a big following on Twitter. It's not connected to their Moonshot page though, so that's a huge red flag. But they do somehow, when I looked up Mooncoon on X, they had 18.9K followers. So I believe Mooncoon was a meme that probably dropped already and then died, and now they're bringing it back, I assume, on Moonshot. That's why it's so young but has so many followers already. So that project, when I first looked at it earlier today, I had an interview, so I kind of took like a little pause from making the video, but a lot changed since that happened. It went from 187K when I first checked on it today to right before doing the video I looked and it was at 168K. So it was dropping down just pretty significantly. Then you had Pointless. Pointless is a whole nother competitor to Worthless. Worthless is the top performing coin right now on Moonshot by a long shot. It's already, I think, past, yeah, it's in the millions. But Pointless was literally copying them almost directly. They use very similar picture in their bio that's the same as Worthless. So Pointless, they were at, they've actually had a lot of movement. I believe they touched like 300K or something. It was going up a lot. I don't remember. I think it was 250K. Yeah, because I bought some Pointless yesterday. It pumped amazingly. I made like $10, got out, and then it dropped nasty to the point where it's at now. It went from like 250 to 174. Now it's at 164K. So that one is only 2 days old, and that's a red flag right there. 2 days old with only 179 followers. But to see it get that type of support, you can tell that that's fleeting. You know, people are obviously putting two and two together. They see that one coin is performing miraculously, and if they can just get a little bit of that pump, then it's worth their time. So a lot of people did buy into Pointless. They had an amazing volume yesterday, and they're holding, but I think there's still a chance for it to drop down even lower, just because it's had no chance to create a floor. Okay, so another coin that's performed beautifully is a coin called Coco. It's a Coco Koala. That's what it stands for. They are competing with us directly. Don't do it. They were at 118K when I checked on them earlier today. Only for in a couple, like not even an hour or so, like a little bit of time, all of a sudden things move so fast in crypto. Coco went from 118K to 179K. If I go check them now, they probably keep going up. They're one of the newer ones. They were actually started July 6th. It was created. So it's about 3 weeks old. They don't have a crazy amount of followers, nice organic amount of followers on Twitter. They have 258 followers. I actually added their Telegram as well, and I see that their Telegram is a pretty nice little community of people that are really excited about it. Similar amount to Don't Do It, about 150 people or so, maybe a little less on their Telegram. But it's got some programming in it, so it's not just like a dead space. It's got like some interactivity to it. So I think Coco is doing a lot of the right things, and I'm actually hoping that Don't Do It can maybe kind of create a collab with Coco, because they really aren't competing too much directly with each other, because they're more of that animal type meme, and Don't Do It is more of like a lifestyle type meme. So I think Coco is a very interesting project. Another one is obviously Finance. finance is right there in the top coins on the create feature for Moonshot. They're about the same age as us and some of the other ones. They're 1 month old. Right now they were sitting at 115K market cap, and it stayed. As soon as I checked again a couple hours later, it was still at 115K. Notably, they only have 83 followers on X. So that's not amazing. That's actually like the lowest out of all of them that I'm reviewing right now. So I would say that it's genuinely a red flag. And you can see that a lot of these have gone down from some of their highs. But anyway, Husky Bucks. Husky Bucks is an interesting one. Husky Bucks is also on the top in Moonshot. They're at 113K earlier. They're at 112K now. They're also 1 month old. Had a hard time finding their Twitter, but no, found it pretty easily. They don't have it connected to their Moonshot, so you have to just like search it up manually on X. But it says right on there that they're using the proceeds of this coin to support dogs that are in shelters. So that's where the name Husky Bucks comes from. So can't hate on that. They actually have like a solid mission. Then I love that. They have a lot, and they have a lot of supporters on X. They have 3,000 followers on X. So I think that's honestly something pretty impressive about them. Now, I wrote in my notes though that it did. I think that was about a different coin. Okay, so some honorable mentions I want to talk about were Cumshot. Cumshot has also been 1 month old on the Moonshot. They're at 75K right now. They were sitting at 78K. That one actually has the check mark because it touched 1 million. So Cumshot reached 1 million on June 28th, and that's basically as soon as it was released. So that's a huge red flag, right? Because it's just pump and dump written all over it, and it crashed, right? It went from 1 million down to where it is now, 75K. So ones like that, I'm pretty sure were dropped and released in other platforms and just ended up back on Solana, because Solana's the popular meme platform right now. So some dead projects are getting relived through Solana, and they have a lot of attention initially. But like I said, these are projects that aren't really being built up properly. Like if you look for Cumshot on Twitter, you can't find it. It's literal cum shots. Like it's just disgusting. Like it's the wrong side of Twitter you don't want to be on. So I could not find their Twitter page. So it's hard to find that community. That to me is definitely not great. Another one, these are my honorable mentions, by the way. These are the ones that definitely, they're in our range. You know, we were 178K, we were 162K. But the way that they're doing business is just red flag written all over it. You have Moonboy. They're at 62.9K. They're at 61K when I last checked. They're also 1 month old. I mean, they have a great picture. It's got a great concept, you know, just a Moonboy. It looks friendly. It looks like a coin you might want to just ape into. But if you look at the fine print, you look at the chart, Moonboy reached 370K on June 30th. That was pretty much as soon as it was dropped, right? It's only 1 month old. So once again, that's just not a type of investment you want, right? How are you supposed to plan on parking your money into a fund that literally it lasts like a day or two and then it's completely different reality? Like how can you go from 370K realistically when your coin was created down to 62K? To me, that's just like an absolute dead project. The idea of these coins pumping is disgusting. And I hope I don't see Moonboy pump again. I wouldn't be surprised if it does it. If it does, I would be surprised if it doesn't, because it's got a good name. It's got that track record before. I think people like to see that track record in a sense. They like to see those record highs. Gives you a sense that maybe it has that potential to do it again. But I would really, like I said, when you see a common trend of charts that shoot up the day or two it opens and then just a ramp down into hell, you really just you can't support those projects. Like that's just junk. Another one that's not necessarily junk at all, but just a little sketchy, Brackets is also in the top in create. It's at 55K, which is great. It's a huge accomplishment. They're 1 month old. Now I'm seeing though in my notes, they went from 30K to 88K on July 26th. So all in one day, they somehow just jumped up over 50K in market cap. They have genuine following though. They have when you go on Moonshot and look up their Twitter, their X, it actually sends you to their developers X page. He's got about 3K following. And this is a guy that he runs his own brackets website. It's a fantasy football type service, and he has different authors, different people that contribute to the website and are making content. So this is meant to give those creators the revenue from brackets. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work for him, but he does have 317 followers on the coin's actual page. It's like Brackets Soul or something like that. So good on them. They're trying to build something. But when I look at Don't Do It, you know, I really like where we're at. We have 116K when I first checked our market cap earlier today. Right before doing the video, it jumped up to 118K. It's 1 month old, like a lot of these projects on Moonshot, considering that Moonshot literally was created like a month ago. So these are all just like the initial first opportunities that you can get on Moonshot. Don't Do It has 806 followers on Twitter. I mean, that's doing a lot better than Pointless at 179, Coco at 258, Finance at 83. You have some others that are in the thousands, like Moon Coon and Husky Bucks, but they might be leveraging their follower intake in a way that might not be the most honest. So I think Don't Do It. They just had an AMA space that I was just getting off of. It was amazing. It got me so excited to talk about the coin. Basically, both devs were on there. It was like well over an hour. It was so much. It's actually a recorded space. So if you look up Legion on Twitter, they're going to have the recorded space on there. Or look up Don't Do It coin. Also, you can easily find the recorded space on there. But it just gives so much information on like the outlook. It gives a sense of true professionalism for the company. You can tell that they're definitely building to become huge, and they're becoming more community oriented than maybe some of the other coins by really showing that they're going to be on the spaces, they're going to be talking to people, having that presence daily and being consistent. So I really enjoyed that. I really think spaces is a super powerful tool to use to get your name out there and to really increase your what's it called, reputation in the space. Like, people can trust you by actually hearing you and hearing your tone of voice, hearing all the projects that you have going forward. So I loved hearing their space. They have a developer called Sigmoid, and he has some beautiful imagination. He's looking to help create a burn feature for people that purchase t-shirts. It's going to be tied to the creator fund. They're going to be burning tokens to help pay for the t-shirts. Like, there's all these little interesting things that they're coming up. They're coming up with ways to even reward contributors, people that talk about Don't Do It and share it and get people on the Telegram. He's finding ways to be able to get people coins, get people money. So I love that they're creating like a proper ecosystem. It still feels so early. That's the thing. It's like this has got the potential to become a big company. It's not just like it's not just like a character meme, right? Like some of the earliest successful meme coins have been. Like, this is truly one of the more unique ones that I haven't really seen before. I can't really think of another example of a coin that's based on a phrase. And it's become so universal. You have people from Nigeria that are on the spaces asking questions, showing love, showing interest. And you can tell that this, first off, thank God for English, that people can even understand this language, even though this might not be their native language. But they're able to totally understand quite easily the concept of Don't Do It. And it means something sometimes entirely unique to people. It doesn't mean the same thing to everyone. So I see that the developers, they totally recognize that. They see the opportunity that this isn't just a simple idea. This is something that can be complicated. It can be deep. It can have depth. I'm really excited to see how they build it. They were explaining how this company was kind of created in inspiration by Nike to be as big as the market cap as Nike. to really have that type of brand loyalty where people are choosing to shun all of the other options, and they only want to really engage with Don't Do It. So I love that idea. And in general, yeah, it was beautiful to hear the founder give everyone the time and day, talk to everyone, and they even gave out some Don't Do It at the end. So it was definitely awesome for contributing. Now, pretty exciting news. They actually just dropped their new website. So if you go to wedon'tdoit.com, you can actually easily see where you can buy on Moonshot. You can see a live chart. Right now I have the chart set up on the daily. Let's do this way. And the chart is just beautiful. Oh, this is the 30-minute. Let me switch to the daily. Or let's do the 4-hour. Let's see how that looks. There it is. Guys. It's a beautiful chart. Obviously, it starts here. And you can see that it's just, every time it's had one of those nice, beautiful, big God candles, it's never dipped in a way where it shows that the developers are greedy for money. They've let it cook, they've let it develop, and then they gave the opportunity to more people. More people saw the opportunity. They bought it up at a price that was probably more than fair, and they took advantage, and a lot of people sniped it. This was one of our first big moments in Don't Do It where it jumped up in extremely fast fashion. That was exciting, but it wasn't necessarily sustainable, and we had a normal, healthy pullback. And you can see how it kind of matches, and it creates like a double bottom. But if you know anything about technical analysis, you know that like setups like this usually set up for a higher gain, and that's exactly what happened. And it actually did it in a way where it wasn't unhealthy. It actually had a couple of pullbacks, as you can see. It created small little floors, only to go up even higher and create that nice, beautiful cup right there. And then obviously we had another pump. This pump, I believe, was from the ape post. There was a really successful ape post that the developers paid for, and it did well. It created a brand new floor again, a brand new high, and it created another beautiful cup where people were able to accumulate, maybe sell off a little bit. People bought more, and now we're at where we're at, which is a beautiful place to be, considering that we're creating these patterns where if an outsider is coming in and they're looking at us as a brand new opportunity, they can only see green flags. They can only see reasons for heavy investment. So that's the one thing is about crypto is that gets me really like, wow, I gotta wake up and become more entrepreneurial. Because when you have the ability to get in early on something like this, then you actually can work for your bags. Even if this was XRP, Bitcoin, every single coin has this opportunity where you're able to really like manifest by putting in the work, a better experience, a better reality. So I see it here with Don't Do It. I want to show you one more thing before I get off this website. So obviously there's a lot of tools on this website. You got DEX tools, you have different exchanges that you can buy it on, but brand new, they have a calculator. So they have literally an investment calculator, which is incredible. Basically you can write, okay, I want to invest, let's say $200. I want to invest $200 and Don't Do It. And it's telling you at the current price it is right now, you can get 1.684 million Don't Do It. Now, if the market cap reaches, let's say it reaches 10.3 million, then your investment of $200 is going to become 17,354. So that's definitely what they're aiming to do. They're trying to be one of these big meme coins. And right now, the whole cycle with meme coins is just starting over again. So you have a lot of stale money that's in some of these legacy type meme coins. I'll be honest, as competition thickens, they're going to have to take profit and start to take chances on other coins if they want to start to have that same crazy pump that they've experienced before. So I think Don't Do It's creating a platform where people can feel safe to put their money in there. They know that it's not going to get rugged super fast. They know that the coin isn't here to be manipulated constantly. And there's a lot of goodwill in this project. So I'm really, really looking forward to this next month. It's only been 1 month, like I said, since they've been out. They're competing with a ton of other people in the same space. Everyone's doing some things a little bit differently, but at the end of the day, it's all about followers, right? It's all about how much support you can garner. And I really think Don't Do It's finding a way to really connect with people from all over the world and actually relay a message that makes sense, that isn't just too fluffy. And there's a lot of potential for content. I see Don't Do It just released like pretty much a movie. They have like this whole story that they're doing where it's Don't Do It Man versus the Jeters versus the rug pulls. So they have some amazing content that's on the YouTube page. I'm sorry, on the X page. And I believe they are starting a YouTube page soon with some more different types of content. So this is really early, guys. This is like the time to like take a look at these projects, find something that makes sense for you. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you could say it's gambling, but I gamble myself, and I know that there's just better ways for me to gamble than others, right? Like, I'm not necessarily a good slot player. I'm not really a great poker player or a great blackjack player. If I play those games, then I better have fun doing it because I know that I'm not very successful. But with sports betting, it's different. If I spend my time betting UFC, betting MLB, I feel like I can actually get a return. So I really feel like that's kind of the same thing with crypto. Some of these companies, some of these crypto coins are going to make sense to you, and some of them are not going to make sense to you. So I think it's kind of doing you a disservice. If you recognize something that resonates with you in this crypto world, you should invest in it. It's really no different than anything else in life. If it makes sense, you should put money into it or don't do it, right? That's kind of their motto, is to really just do something that is for you. Don't do it because someone else told you to do it. In fact, there's a lot of things you shouldn't be doing because people are telling you to do it. But to really do your own research and to really become someone that's able to be that AI, able to be someone that's a bearer of truth. And I think that's where I'm recognizing right now is that it's not just brand loyal. I'm not just trying to be overly loyal to Don't Do It. I'm learning about all of the other coins that are in the same space as us, that are right next to us. When someone has a choice to buy us, they could buy any of the other coins. So I'm really like learning from them. I want to learn what they're doing best. And at the end of the day, I really do believe, if they win, we win. If we win, they win. So there really should be a lot of collaboration in the space that comes naturally. So yeah, I'm hoping that Don't Do It can have some really good future collabs in the future. I'm really looking forward to it. But hey, man, thank you guys so much for joining me on another video. I love talking crypto with you guys. I'm actually thinking about doing an MMA bet YouTube video. So I might honestly just throw those into the mix as well. Those would only be about once a week, probably like on a Thursday or Friday, and just talk about the fights that are on Saturday. But yeah, we'll stick with crypto news for now. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of the support, all of the views. I hope you guys learned something about some of these coins. I got all this information just from looking up on Moonshot on my phone and then looking up on Twitter some of their stats. So we'll try to get some more in-depth information and come up with just a different type of video, hopefully give you some more different perspective of these coins so we can get just a deeper understanding and we can identify what could be good investments for us. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a beautiful day.